They told us Spider-Man's journey had reached its peak. They said the multiverse saga was the climax, that nothing could top No Way Home. But Marvel had other plans. Big ones. Welcome to the next era, one they've chosen to call Brand New Day. July 31st, 2026. That's the date etched into calendars by millions of fans across the globe. But this isn't just another Spider-Man movie. It's a turning point, a rebirth, and a bold new direction for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Tom Holland is back, but everything around him is different. The cast, the tone, the filmmaking style, even the secrets. And today, we're diving deep into 10 massive changes in Spider-Man, Brand New Day. Some confirmed, some unfolding, and some still lurking in shadow. Change number 1. Let's talk about the Hulk-sized addition to the cast. Mark Ruffalo, Bruce Banner himself, is returning to the big screen in full green glory. But here's what's different. In the past, Hulk was often the sidekick, the comedic relief, a supporting force. This time, he's front and center in the action. Early leaks suggest the Hulk isn't in his smart Hulk persona anymore. Gone are the days of calm, sweater-wearing Bruce. Instead, insiders claim this is something raw, almost primal. Savage Hulk, the version we haven't truly seen since the earliest MCU days. A creature driven by rage and confusion. And that opens the door for conflict, real, physical, destructive conflict with Spider-Man himself. Imagine it. Peter Parker alone, already emotionally fractured, forced to stand his ground against the Hulk in the middle of a New York street. Buildings shaking, civilians screaming. One wrong move, and the Hulk could crush him. That's not just action. That's storytelling. That's fear, vulnerability, and growth. Something Marvel has been missing in recent years. And right behind him, watching, calculating, loaded with ammunition, we see Frank Castle, the Punisher. Change number 2. Jon Bernthal returns as Frank Castle, a man without superpowers, but maybe the most dangerous of them all. If you watched his Netflix series, you know exactly what that man is capable of. No magic, no webs, no gamma radiation, just brutal, raw justice. And while Spider-Man fights to save people, the Punisher fights to punish them. That difference, it's going to be the heart of the film's moral debate. What does justice mean in a world of gods and monsters? Word is that the film opens with a Department of Damage Control convoy, one carrying Scorpion, barreling through the streets. Punisher's chasing it, and Spider-Man, swinging into action, has no idea who the real enemy is. The tension, you can feel it already. Which brings us to change number 3. A long-dormant villain comes back to life. Michael Mando as Scorpion. We last saw him as Mac Gargan, an inmate whispering threats in the shadows of Homecoming. He had potential, but Marvel let it simmer for years. Now, it's boiling over. Rumors say he's being transported like a war criminal. That raises the question, what has Scorpion done in the years since Homecoming? Has he evolved? Has he enhanced himself with tech? Maybe he's connected to the mysterious tech broker teased in No Way Home's post-credit scenes. Maybe he's just the first domino in a bigger plan. But here's where things get spicy. People believe Scorpion is being used as bait, that this convoy is no ordinary prisoner transfer. It's a trap. For who? Some say it's for the Punisher. Others believe it's to lure out a bigger threat, a mastermind working from the shadows. Now let's talk tone. Change number 4. The MCU is leaving the green screen behind. Remember when Marvel movies used to feel like real cities? Like places you could walk through? Lately, that realism has been buried under waves of CGI and studio lighting. But Brand New Day, they're doing it old school, filming in real locations. Glasgow is standing in for New York City, and the energy is palpable. We've already seen clips of Tom Holland in full costume, interacting with fans on the sidewalks. There's a tactile feeling again. You can see the texture on the walls. You can hear the crowds. You can feel the city breathe. That makes a difference, because this isn't just about spectacle, it's about immersion. And Marvel is banking on one thing, nostalgia. Not for old actors, not for past Spider-Man, but for that grounded feeling. The street-level hero, the kid from Queens who just wants to help his neighborhood. Change 5, the suit. It's not flashy. It's not high-tech. It's real. And that's what makes it powerful. The new Spider-Man suit is a physical costume, crafted with care, designed to resemble the classic comic look. No more stark nanotech. No instant kill mode. This suit looks like it was stitched by hand. Like Peter scraped it together himself after being forgotten by the world. That's symbolism. He's not relying on billionaire gadgets anymore. He's relying on instinct, on heart, on grit, and fans. They're obsessed. Every detail, from the raised webbing to the brighter red and blue palette, feels like a tribute, but also a fresh start. A sign that Peter has returned to his roots, not just as Spider-Man, but as a man. Change number 6. Marvel is finally embracing transparency. For nearly 2 decades, the MCU was a fortress. Secrets locked away. Trailers hiding the truth. Actors sworn to silence. But now everything's changed. Marvel wants us to know what's coming. They're releasing behind-the-scenes footage, letting set photos leak, giving fans a taste before the feast. And it's working. For a studio struggling to capture the same hype it once had during Infinity War and Endgame, this is a smart pivot. Openness builds trust. It builds excitement. And it lets the audience feel like they're part of the journey. Change number 7 is a mystery with red hair. Sadie Sink has entered the MCU. But who is she playing? Nothing is confirmed. But speculation is running wild. Many believe she's portraying Peter's daughter from another universe. A grown Mayday Parker. Think about that. In No Way Home, we opened the door to Infinite Spider-Man. So what if this version of Peter, still young, still hurting, meets his child from a future he hasn't lived yet? That could break him. Or it could heal him. Either way, it's going to change him. And Sadie? She's not just anyone. Her performances in Stranger Things showed her emotional range, her strength, her heartbreak. This is a character that could anchor Peter's new world, one built not on tech or fame, but family. Now let's go deeper. Change number 8, what the title really means. Brand New Day isn't just catchy. It's loaded. In the comics, it marked one of the most controversial resets in Spider-Man history. Peter makes a deal with Mephisto to save Aunt May's life. But in return, his marriage to Mary Jane is erased. His world shifts. His identity is secret again. The cost of being Spider-Man? Everything. The film may not go down the mystical route, but the theme? It's alive and well. After No Way Home, Peter was erased from everyone's memory. No friends. No family. No recognition. The world doesn't know who he is, and neither does MJ. He lives in a cheap apartment, makes his own suits, hides in plain sight. This isn't a continuation. It's a reset. A new life. A new story. But beneath that fresh start is pain. Deep pain. And Brand New Day will make us feel it. Change number 9. A Rogues Gallery reborn. Marvel isn't just throwing in one villain. They're cooking up something big. Sources say this movie might introduce multiple new antagonists. Names like Jackpot, Mr. Negative, Menace, and even a reimagined Harry Osborn are being whispered behind the scenes. And here's why that matters. Spider-Man's strength has always come from his villains. From the people who challenge his morals, who break his heart, who push him to the edge. If Brand New Day is about rebuilding Peter's world, these villains are going to test whether he deserves it. And finally, change number 10, tone shift. This isn't a comedy. It's not a multiversal crowd pleaser. This is something darker, more intimate, more human. Peter's alone, truly alone. He's lost everything that ever mattered. The people who knew him? Gone. The love of his life? Doesn't remember him. The mentors who guided him? Dead. He's on his own. But instead of giving up, he keeps going. He chooses to rise. To be the hero anyway. And that, right there, is what makes this story matter. It's not about the suits, or the cameos, or even the box office. It's about identity, about responsibility, about what happens when the world forgets you, but you still remember who you are. Because Spider-Man isn't just a mask. He's not just Peter Parker. He's a symbol of loss, of resilience, of courage. And this Brand New Day, it's not just his. It's ours too. We've grown with this character. We've watched him laugh, cry, stumble, fall, and get back up. And now, we get to watch him rise again. So hold on, because the story's just getting started. And when the sun rises over the skyline of a brand new day, Peter Parker will be there, swinging, smiling, and never, ever giving up.